Hey guys, welcome back to the video. In this one, I wanna just talk a little bit about the state the game's in again. And I know this is one of the lesser fun videos, but with the news that's been going on recently and the current situation that we have right now, for people that are standing outside, this might be new, but people that are playing are probably aware of it now. But we are now in week 17 in Relic Layer, which is ridiculous because normally layers last only for about 10 weeks. So that does mean we are waiting for about 7 weeks now on a layer that people are already fully geared on. There's nothing much left to do than just playing the game, which many might think that's cool. But when you're doing the same thing week in, week out for the past 3 months, you know, the game gets boring and you're gonna look for alternatives. Or if you don't want an alternative or don't have an alternative, you're gonna go probably crazy in the head. So this video is going to be a bit more trying to shine light on the current situation and why that is, even though we don't have the answers. First thing I want to point on, and I'm going to barge with the door in the house with this one, is there was a screenshot going on around, and the screenshot sounds to be legit. It's a post from Lazybird, our current CM, that is saying basically that the update that we've all been waiting for another 7 weeks might be coming at the end of the year. Update will arrive by the end of the year. We're now May. We're like the end of May. That means it might be another 5 months. That means she's saying by the end of the year. So it might be at the end of the year, might be earlier, but by the end of the year means it could take up to 5 months. And somehow that's acceptable. I don't know why that is, because RU is having no problems playing their version. They're in 15.0, they're in 15.1. They're gonna be in 16.0 when we get the fucking 15.0. But currently no specific dates. I'll post everything as soon as I get the info. There's no communication happening from the developers to our CM, basically. That's what is it. Communication is very bad, it's horrible, it's non-existent. Next to that, when we got this news, I want to show you guys the Allods Online RU forum. There's a few things I want to share from there as well. I'm not a fan of sharing stuff like this because this is mostly private, but I have nothing much to hide. And the Allods Online EU forum. And oh, did I write RU? EU. There you go. I'll put them next to each other. So what I want to show here first is that from the RU forum. Always translate Russian. First thing I want to show my inbox with messages. I have had some beef with these moderators here. I got violated all the time, or basically I got punished because of so to speak violations. I was publicizing unofficial materials and disinformation, and that's got me instant ban. Right, unofficial information, so juicy drama, juicy shit. Another warning. So basically this was the message I posted that got me this. We already know that the things are not going well for EU in Allods Online universe. RU got 15.1, while EU has been in the latest 14.0 layer for over 5 months without patches, and CMs are unwilling to communicate what's going on. Seeing Arcade being shut down for EU NA, right, this was when, yeah, obviously Arcade got shut down, so I'm starting thinking, shit, what about Allods? I wondered if Allods would follow suit, why the signals are there, low player blaze, weak support from developers, poor interaction with the community, lack of events or their complete absence of, while RU has them. Additional translation work and its absence, no voice acting for EU, the list goes on. Are you considering to close Allods for the EU version, and if so, is it possible to transfer players to RU servers? Overall, we're not sure. Many players, including myself, are not sure about Allods. The forums are dead, so I'm asking here. Forums are dead, I meant of course the EU forums, because EU forums no one really talks. Thanks for reading, wish you all the best. That was a warning to follow the forum rules, which is I was publicizing unofficial materials and disinformation. I think I was simply asking what's gonna happen with Allods. You know what I was doing? I was putting the game in a bad light. And because you put the game in a bad light, you're not allowed to ask questions. They tell you to keep going back to Lazybird. When you ask Lazybird, she has no information. Yeah, why then ask it on the RU forum? Because there's way more moderators there, and as you can see, they do know what's going on. Because they simply delete your stuff. They don't want your negative EU problems to spread to RU population, to RU players, because RU has a way better going of things. They have much better content going on, more communication, they know what's going on with the game, they get roadmaps. We get roadmaps too, but they're copy-paste, of course. They're not made for us, and the first few months they're in Russian, so we gotta translate it to see what's going on with it. Next thing there is also I got punished for negative consequence of the gameplay. Statements that could lead to negative consequences for the gameplay. So basically, when you are spreading negativity about the game, even if it's just asking about a problem or negative things of the game, you still get punished. They don't talk about the problems and then want to solve them with the player base. They just see you're talking about something negative, we're gonna punish you because, you know, it's gonna hurt our game. That's ridiculous. You're not allowed to talk about problems because it's a negative state of mind. And when you don't talk about problems, you're not gonna open it up for discussion and solving it. So you could say developers know what they're doing and they're gonna solve it eventually, but no, not in this game. We still have lots of problems we've been talking about for years that are never being touched upon, never being talked about, and they're still present in the game today. It's really sad. Another problem is that now you've seen how fast I can load stuff in, which should be the norm. I don't know why I'm calling it fast, but because there's a contrast when you go on the EU forums, things are quite slower, even though the size of this forum is much smaller. RU forums is way more users, has way more interactivity, traffic, has way more everything. Allods EU forums takes a lot longer to load. And it's annoying when you're going through the forum to search things, you gotta wait for at least 30 seconds, 20 seconds per click you do. It seems to be loading all this time now. So it's very annoying. So you know, it's ridiculous, but at some point you're gonna think they're doing this on purpose. They're just purposely killing off EU and making people quit the game, because that's probably more beneficial to them than that they would say we're gonna give up on the EU region. Because I think I'm comparing it to the employment of you know, working class. If you fire someone, you're as a company, you have to pay that person several months of pay for not doing anything just because they got fired. If they quit themselves, it's not your problem, you see. So when they are shutting down EU, it might be on them. They might not get some financial backing, but when players quit on the game, it wouldn't be their fault, right? It's the players deciding that. And they might get some incentives or whatever it is. I really don't know at this point. I'm just sucking it all from my thumb, but that might be one of the things that I think could be. I don't know shit about game development. I don't know how any of that politics work. What I can tell is that Allods is not doing it right for a long time now. I've been doing it really bad. So just that you are aware, if you wanted to start trying Allods Online, we have been waiting basically 7 weeks for new content for a new season that was supposed to be planned in. I'm gonna see if I can actually share that as well, with the seasons explained. There we go. I said something I made to, like, you know, show people how it actually works. That is it. So basically, you've got the green mini season, and that lasts about 2 weeks, and then every other season lasts to about 10 weeks, which is enough to, you know, progress a new layer. You build that gear 10 weeks in. It's basically your gear racing, and then the faster you get your gear, the stronger you'll be over other players. And you'll do this every other layer. We're now in this layer, relic layer, and we are at week 17. So you can imagine we're almost another full mini season into relic already. We're supposed to get the new season to start with the green again, and we've been waiting for that for 7 weeks. There are players that have been coming in the game and are waiting for the new patch because they're waiting for that 10 weeks march before dumping gold into gear, because they know they're not going to keep up with the other people that were already gear racing, which is a a solid statement. But if you've been waiting all this time and there's no communication from the game itself, then they're basically burning your ass because you don't know what's going on. You're just waiting with gear, so you can't legitly play the game because you get owned everywhere. You're not taken to the big content because you're not as geared as others are. And you don't want to waste your gold to gear race for 2 weeks and then suddenly get the announcement that they're starting a new season, because they're already 7 weeks late. And at this point it's going every week, we're doing a maintenance without patch, we're doing maintenance without patch, we're doing maintenance without patch, and it's been going on the past few times. I don't know if I can show you that somewhere. Yeah, here. So basically on the Discord, this is from the Allods news, so this basically pulls in the data from the official news from Allods Online announcing this, and this is basically all the time. Perform a maintenance without a patch. Perform a maintenance without a patch. And this is every week. And that's all they say. See, this is all the news from their server, and they don't say or speak anything about why there is no patch, why it's taking more than 7 weeks. People are asking about it, for sure. I don't know, because I don't have access to the Allods Online server, but I know people are asking about it, but they never get a response. They just get, get sidewinded, or there's no official statement anywhere from anything, not even on the website. The website is full of random sales and pre-scripted events that they repeat every year. But they don't talk about the most obvious problem, the big elephant in the room, which is legit. Why are we waiting? So that's really it, guys. That's what I wanted to talk about here, because Allods is not doing well. It's really lacking in many things. I don't know what you guys were thinking about this. They're not talking about it. No one's talking about it. And I'm here saying, like, why is no one talking about it? Because this is pretty big. I don't understand why people are letting this happen. Y'all playing this, y'all paying for this, and you guys act like everything's fine. I think that's messed up. If I look at the other options you guys have to play Allods Online, I wonder what the fuck are you still doing in Allods? And I know this might be looking really bad for Allods Online that I'm doing this right now, or saying this right now, but what the heck? That's all I can say. What the heck? Thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys like this. I'll see if I can make some more content. I've been working on some stuff. I've been making addons mostly, and I've been thinking about making a series on, how to make addons, because we don't have any European addon developers. We all use from the Russian players, and if they did translate them, good for us. If not, then that addon is simply not usable for us. And I want to make a change in that as well. I want to make more people generate addons. You can also earn marks of accomplishments / boutique crystals by making addons. And I'm gonna point all of that out in my series on how to make addons. I'm trying to really understand a few more things now about making addons, in particular widgets. I've been making addons myself. You can see that on the Allods.pro website. See if I can show that really quick, because I don't want to take up more of your time. Basically, you go to Allods.pro, and then you can search the addon names. I'm going a different way right now because it's faster for me to find, but if I go to my files, these are basically the addons that I've made: full timer, Trivdry notifier, rest counter, auto iron mask, friendless cleaner, guild bot is one I'm working on for the most part right now. Basically, you can go to addons and then you simply click on it. This is where you can download addons, as known as well plugins. And basically what I do mostly is I go to addons, addon development, and API description, and I make addons, which is a really fun thing to do. It's actually my main time spender rather than playing the game, because, well, the game is just not doing well at all. And Allods is being Allods. I'm just programming this for fun and learning a little bit on how things work. But I'm gonna save this all for another video. I'm gonna make a series on how to make addons. If you're interested in that, make sure to like and subscribe so you get notified about it. And I'll see you guys probably in one of those videos. I just wanted to make this one real quick in between because this is pretty big news and I feel stupid not to talk about it because this is pretty, you know, it's a game changer. You might want to look for something else to do meanwhile or get into making addons and prepare yourselves that way to learn more about the game internally, how things work code-wise in the game. You know, just so you have a heads up because they don't talk about it, so I thought I'd just talk about it then. That's about it, all I can spit for now. Thanks guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, you know what to do. I'll see you guys next time, have a good one. Peace!